Welcome to my channel, Ball Cap Casey. There are some words that I want to share with you guys that I enjoy listening to from time to time. It goes like this. When you no longer fear dying, what else can life threaten you with? What else? See, when you're willing to risk all of it, see, that's what life is. You've got to be willing to give it all up. The greatest risk you take is not taking one at all. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive. Who do you want to be? Who do you guys want to be? I want you to become the person you see yourself as. And your mom is not going to like me saying this to you, but it's not a time to get that job that your mom wanted you to get, or your teacher, or your friends, or whoever. It's a time to get what you want. What do you desire? That passion, that excitement, whatever you're thinking about that you enjoy. You know how excited you feel, and all these thoughts and ideas come into your head. Get that job. And you don't expect anybody else to understand this, because this is the beat of the drum that you hear. They can't hear it. This is only your beat, folks. So go get that job that you want. And when you're willing to throw it all on the line, that's when life takes a whole new dimension. See, most people, though, most people won't do that. They won't risk that. So decide, folks. So decide to take some risk. You want to break that routine. Most people go through life following that routine, and we know that it's a living death. Going through life, playing it safe, is like a walking, breathing corpse. You're like the walking dead. Because the only way that you can grow, you've got to risk. The only way to become your best, you have to risk. Got to challenge yourself. You got to venture into the unknown. You got to take some risk. You got to put it on the line. Why don't most people do this? Why don't we take action? I believe it's fear. Fear is the most subtle but destructive of all human illnesses. Fear will put you in the hospital. Fear will age you. Fear will kill your dreams. Fear will make you think that you can't be a great person, that you cannot fulfill your dreams or your goals or your desires. Fear will kill all those. Fear will paralyze you. Right, folks? I mean, the minute you are born, life is risky. Everything is risky in life. A lot of you know this already, but we have to be reminded. That's why I listen to these words from time to time. I believe a lot of us know the words that I'm saying, but we need to be motivated. We have to be reminded of this. You know, going into business is risky. Getting married, having kids, it's all risky. But to truly be creative, you have to be willing to take the risk. You have to be willing to fail. fail big. If you're not failing, you're not trying. You know, everybody wants this prize, everybody wants the goal, but they're not willing to put in the work. They want that easy button. Most people choose something that's easy. You got to put in the work. You got to make the sacrifice. That's how you make it happen. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. You know, in order to have that fulfillment in life, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to expand your whole life. The more you do, folks, the more you realize how much you can do. You realize, wow, I have a lot more potential within me. You expand your visions of yourself. So I can do this now. I just did it. I can do this and this, and that's how you grow. You're going to get more out of life because you're putting more into life. That's why it's important to take some risk. Well, what do I do exactly? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do exactly, right? It's okay. Just, you got to start. Get started, because you're gonna find out. You're either, you'll learn that you're going in the right direction or you're going in the wrong direction, and then from that you learn, right? You'll get feedback. The universe will tell you. So if that's one of your excuses, oh, I don't know where to start. You know, I'm not this, or I'm not this. I'm not rich enough. I don't have no money. I don't have no time. I'll make all these excuses up. Just get started. And then choose, folks, choose to be happy in spite of all life's challenges. You know, life, it changes every day. Sometimes things will be going your way, right? You'll have things be going well for you. You'll be healthy. You're feeling good, energetic. You got that I can attitude. And then life could take that all away from you. You can have all the money and then not. Life can always change, but you can choose in the midst of all these things that's going on. It's to be happy in the good times and in the bad. You can make that choice. Live in the moment, getting everything we can out of where we are at that moment. Living in the present, as they say. Decide to live your fantasy. See, in life, you can go through life. You can come up with reasons, or you can come up with excuses, right? You can come up with or you can come up with achievements. You can go through life blaming, or you can come up with solutions. The choice is in your hands. Satisfaction or despair. That we choose this. So look at your life and decide, what is it that you want to do that will give your life a sense of worth. Someone said that your life is measured by your accomplishments and not by your complaints. You know, you want to have a fulfilling life, decide not to make your life predictable. Some people, their lives are very predictable, right? They They got their own little routine, that they follow day in, day out. You don't get much juice and happiness out of life like that. If you're very predictable, you want to change it up. Here's something else. You want to create a greater sense of fulfillment. Challenge your fears. Look those fears in the face and take them on. Don't allow them to rule your life. Decide that you're going to take some chances. You got to be willing to risk. If you're not willing to risk, you can't grow in life. Life has no power when you're not willing to risk. It's said to laugh is to risk appearing the fool. To weep is to risk appearing sentimental. To reach out for another is to risk involvement. To expose feelings is to risk exposing your true self. To place your ideas, your dreams before a crowd is to risk their loss. To love is to risk not being loved in return. To live is to risk dying. To hope is to risk despair. To try is to risk failure. But risk must be taken, because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. The person who risks nothing, does nothing, has nothing, is nothing. They may avoid suffering and sorrow, but they cannot learn, feel, change, grow, love, and live. Chained by their servitudes, they are a slave. They have forfeited their freedom. Only a person who risks is free.